Hello and welcome back to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel, and today I am going to discuss about a very important branch. So if you are someone who has appeared in KCET 2025 and waiting for your result, then definitely you should be thinking about what branch I should choose, which college we should choose. So we are doing a college a list of colleges that is applicable for you, that is in a separate series of videos, and also we have started reviewing the branches one by one. Most of you have no idea that what is the meaning of electrical and electronics engineering. You have heard about electronics, you have heard about electrical. Do I have to do the electrical wiring that uncle used to do in my house? So these kind of questions are very common in your mind. So today I am going to give you an idea about electrical and electronics, and other teachers are doing videos on other branches as well, so do check them out as well. So let's start with electrical and electronics engineering. The first part is what is electrical and electronics engineering. That is very important to know. Okay, so electrical and electronics engineering, EEE, we call it EEE. What are you studying? I study EEE. So what is the thing they do? Is a branch of engineering that deals with the study and application of electricity, electronics and electromagnetism. So all these three topics are related to somewhat physics, right? So electronics and electrical engineering, basically in the past, at the beginning of the engineering branch, it was part of physics. Later on they realized that we need a separate study for this particular branch, because it is very popular and we need expert only in this topic. So mainly electricity, then electronics and electromagnetism, these are the main core part of the topic. It covers a wide range of subfields, making it one of the most diverse and foundational engineering disciplines. Okay, so if you study this, you can get jobs in multiple different companies. Okay, so this is the foundational engineering courses, right? Unlike in computer science, there are a lot of different branches. For example, AI, ML, okay, data science, they are all separate branches and they all come from your computer science, right? Similarly here, electrical is the mother and electronics is the child along with that. Okay, so both of them combined the most effective engineering branch, most sought after engineering branch after CS, right? Now what you will do if you study electronics and electrical, right? So what is your main job, day-to-day job? Let's see. Design and build electrical circuits. They create the pathways for electricity to flow in devices like computers, phones and appliances, right? So you will be designing the electric circuits, right? Initially when this household electricity was being developed, that part was done by some of the engineers, right? So they designed it, and then the mechanics who are working on field, they implement it on the circuit level, right? Nowadays it's part of common people, even though without engineering degrees, they come and repair the electric circuit in your house. Okay, if you ask them why it is happening, they possibly don't know. They only know that this red wire means live wire, black wire means the dead wire, and green wire is the neutral wire. They only know this, and based on that, some basic application knowledge, they can construct the circuit. But you have to know what is the meaning of this, right? Develop electronic components. This is very important. They design and create the tiny parts that make up the electronic devices. For example, there is a very common story going around these days, that how India's first supercomputer Param was built. So that is basically part and parcel of this electronics and electrical engineering sciences, right? So you have to develop a circuit which works on particular things, right? So you will learn that a logic circuit, what is a logic circuit, how does it work. Based on that, you will be even manufacturing the chip system, etc. Not now, not exactly after passing out, but if you learn the basics of it, then maybe in future you will be working for some of the reputed companies, those develop those kind of chips, your mobile phones, your computers, your PCs, TVs, laptops, etc. Right? Work with power systems. They help ensure that electricity is generated, transmitted and distributed efficiently. So power generations, for example, India runs on mostly coal power and diesel power. Okay, India is slowly trying to shift towards the solar powered households, also wind power, hydroelectric power. They are also part of the portfolio of India's power generation, but still India's majority of the power comes from coal powered power stations. So now if India decides, no, I want to develop more power from solar, so what should we do? So you have to design and build a structure which can not only supply power now, even it will last say 50, 60 years, 100 years with minimal requirement of changes. So that is very, very important. Sustainability of anything that you do is very, very important. So if you design something which may be working for 1 month, then suddenly it is not working anymore, then you will not be called a good engineer. So good engineers are those who design something which is running for more than 50, 60 years, not only 10 years, 50, 60 years. If the design can last, then you will be called a very good engineer, right? Now let's move on. Real world impact of EEE. Let's see what are the real world impact. So power generation and transmission, electrical grids and distribution systems. So electrical grids, how electrical grid works. Initially it was only the power station, and from the power station it was distributed locally. Now it is connected to a power grid, that if you have some extra power or some less power, so that power can be adjusted. So grid system is a very, very useful thing which can distribute the power based on the requirement of the certain area. Next is electronics in computer devices, smartphones, computers, TVs, and whatever the future holds. Okay, initially if you remember, some of you may have seen that when I was a student, we had a button phone. Okay, we used to call it button phone. It's like a small piece of brick, right? So that small piece of brick having only buttons, and you can click on the buttons and then you will get you can call someone. Then slowly color phones come, then slowly smartphones came into the picture, then Android phones came into the picture, iPhone came into the picture. So they developed in last 10 years. This development happened. Previously, even 10 years back, there was no smartphones, right? So smartphones and the era of Android started just about 10 years back. So how these things happened? Based on some good engineering, right? So if you want to go into the future where AI is the major thing, so if you want to design something which can hold a AI database inside it, so you have to design it. So that design part is being done by you if you choose to select in electrical engineering. Automation and control system, that is the part of automatically happening. A factory is running without any labor, okay? Or you are watching a TV show without anything. That means it is happening automatically. So that is being done by someone who has automated the process. So automation is also a very, very important part of design system. Control system, again, control system means when a factory is being controlled by using buttons. Okay, so a simple control system is you are switching on the light glows. You are switching off the light completely goes off. So this is a simple control system, right? So these are the complex tasks that you have to do once you are done with this thing. Then medical equipment is also part of this. Not simple medical system, it is electromedical systems. For example, MRI machine, okay, then surgical devices which can go into your body and do the surgery. Okay, so these are the things that is a part of the electrical and electronics portfolio. Next is robotics. Robotics is not exactly related, but it can also be part of the electrical and electronics engineering. Aerospace and defense technology. So just few days back there was a huge battle between India and Pakistan. So you know that India was able to restrict Pakistan using India's air defense system. So some electrical engineers developed that system. Okay, they have integrated all the different components and it can detect a target and hit it automatically. So that is also part of this electrical and electronics engineering. So if you are someone who wants to develop defense technology, there is a institute in Bangalore, DRDO, right, Defense Research and Organization. So you can work for them and develop some new technologies that will help us to defend against enemies better, right? Let's move on to the next part, core subjects and curriculum. So we will look into the core subject of electrical and electronics. So what are the core subjects? Circuit theory. Right, circuit theory is Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law. You already know there are more parts into the circuit theory. It is not limited to Kirchhoff's current law and voltage law. There are Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem. Okay, so Thevenin's circuit, Norton's circuit, these are all part of the circuit theory. It is a very big, large branch of physics. You have only learned the basics of it. Next part is electromagnetic fields. You have already learned about electric field, magnetic field. Now you will have to learn about electromagnetic field as well. Now power system analysis, how a power system works, right? How the power is getting transmitted through a device, or how the power is being consumed by us, the consumer. So you have to design such systems. So this is also very, very important. So you have to learn about it. Otherwise you will not be able to design. Next is control system. As I already explained, what is a control system? Simple control system. Digital electronics. Digital electronics is basically the logic part of the electronics. If you have studied computer science, maybe you are aware of digital electronics. 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is equals to not 2 but 1 in digital electronics. So basically digital electronics is the same thing that you have done in a computer science, but in an elaborate way. You have to design logic gates. See, they will be giving you a expression. You have to design a logic gate circuit for it. Okay, so these are the complex part of the little bit complex of whatever you have learned. Next is analog electronics. Analog electronics is basically designing. So if you have studied PN junction, you have learned about fabrication of PN junction, right? So one side is done with P, one side is done with N. Analog electronics is basically the designing, fabrication of the circuit. So someone has to design a digital circuit. So digital circuit means they will only give you, okay, this gate is required, this gate is required, and this is the circuit. Now how you will develop the same thing into a circuit? So that circuit part is analog, where you are doing it manually, you are designing it, and then you are developing the chip, and then it is inserted into your mobile phone, right? Now next is career opportunities. What are the industries that hire if you complete your course in electrical engineering, right? So energy sectors, work in power plants, renewable energy and smart grids. So many energy sector plants actually hire you. Telecommunications. So telecommunications is like the mobile tower, right? So mobile tower, how the tower is designed, it is installed. So that part is also part of the electronics and electrical engineering. We have consumer electronics, design gadgets like smartphone, laptops and wearables, right? Also sometimes you will not be directly linked with any of these three things, but part of it. For example, if you are working in a port, okay, where goods are getting transported from across the globe, okay, some transport is coming from Europe or USA, and they work on automation, right? So they automatically the ships are getting emptied by some machine, and that machine has some problem, or you want to design a new system which will require very less amount of time to empty the entire shipping container, right? So these things may be not directly related to any of this, but they are actually part of automation and combined with telecommunication and energy sectors, right? So these are the main industries that will hire you. Now let's see, is electrical engineering right for you? So if you are thinking, okay, I have learned a little bit about electrical engineering, now is it good choice for me, whether I am suitable for it or not? Let's see about that as well. Okay, so first of all, do you enjoy working with circuits and electronic devices? So I know many of you are. Okay, if any electric devices which is damaged in your house, if you are someone who will find a screwdriver, open it, maybe you will destroy some part of it, maybe you will repair it. So if you enjoy that, definitely electrical engineering is for you. Next is, are you fascinated by how electrical system power our world? So if you think, okay, I have seen a lot of Marvel movies, I have seen a lot of movies where I see and I enjoy that Tony Stark is going under the sea and repairing some circuit components. He is powering the world without any energy. So that is the things. If you are fascinated about it, then definitely you should consider electrical and electronics engineering. Do you want to work on technologies that shape the future? So if you are someone who wants to develop some futuristic aids, now I know many of you in the childhood had this kind of dream, but when you are growing up, you realize that that is not part of me, then definitely you should not. Otherwise, if you are still holding that dream, then definitely you should consider electrical and electronics engineering. Now, what are all the jobs that we will get? That is the main part of it, right? So once you have completed your BTech course, either you can go for MTech or you can choose some jobs. Now, what are all the companies that hire you, right? So first of all, if you are familiar with the engineering hiring process, all the companies, basically the IT industry, hire engineers from all the sectors. They does not choose whether you are CS, whether you are IT, or you have studied electrical or electronics. But there are some students, those who don't want to go into the waves of IT industry, they want to work for core companies. Core companies means if you have studied electrical and electronics engineering, then you will be looking for jobs, particularly those who work on that field only. So if you are some of those, then you have to remember what are all the companies that hire you. Okay, so you can join as an electrical engineer, you can join as an electronics engineer, you can join as automation engineer, you can join as power system engineer. Okay, you can join as research and development engineer, but research and development engineer generally requires MTech. So if you are satisfied with your BTech, maybe this is slightly higher level for you, but you can still join as a junior research and development engineer. Okay, instrumentation engineer, these are all the roles that you might get. Now let's see some of the jobs posted by some of the companies on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a site where top companies post their jobs, and if you are interested, you can simply go and click on the apply. Okay, so let's see one of the electronics and electrical engineer jobs. Okay, so about the job, Orbit and Skyline is a company is looking forward to onboard a highly skilled electrical and electronics engineer with good understanding. So basically, once you have done some kind of jobs and you have gained some experience, then you can definitely come on to the LinkedIn website and you can register yourself, create an account just like Facebook and Instagram. Only thing is, it is only about jobs and recent innovations. They don't talk about, it is not like the social media that you are used to, but still it is a job market, so social media, you can say. It's developed by Microsoft. Now here they have given some of the jobs brief description, and they have given you what are the job roles that is part of your responsibilities. Electrical and electromechanical parts, obsolescence and part life cycle management. Okay, work on electronics components obsolescence to qualify from fit and functional replacement and releases in systems along with the documentation. So basically it's a core job that you must look for if you go through electrical and electronics engineering. Now let's see some of the placement data from one of the examples. The top college of Bangalore, top college, one of the top colleges in India, RV College. So how the people are getting placed in this company. So if you see the data, this is taken from their website only. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2023, these are the years data is available. 24 and 25 data are not available. So let's see 2023 data. This is the latest data from the website, right? Now if you see that out of 68 students that got selected in this college for electrical and electronics engineering, Okay, number of students graduated, it's 63. So 5 students failed or they got supplementary in the last semester, that's why they did not pass. So 63 students passed in this particular year, right? Out of that 50 students got placement. So 50 students, they got some kind of offer in their hand when they are passing out of the college, right? Out of 50 students, 21 is core domain. Core domain means the one I was talking about, that if you have studied electronics and electrical engineering, if you are working as electrical and electronics engineer, then you will be considered to be a core job. If you join as an IT engineer, IT developer, then you will not be considered to be a core job part, right? So 21 is the core job they got. So almost 40% of the students, they got core job, 42% in fact. Some students choose to do the higher studies, that is MTech, okay, or research. So those 4 students, they are not doing anything, they are studying in higher education. They will get job obviously in the core field. Some of them might do MBA and do some business job, but I feel that if you want to do MBA, why you wasted your time on doing this course? Next is maximum salary. If you see that the salary package is very high, almost 21 lakh. The minimum salary is about 2,40,000 and average salary is again 10,29,000. So the package in this field is very high, okay? So if you are able to complete your course, this minimum salary is generally for those who choose for IT, right? If you have studied electrical and electronics engineering, but if you realize throughout your course that maybe I am not suitable for electrical and electronics engineering, I should go for IT, that is also possible at some lower salary packet. But if you are going for the core branches, if you are competent enough, then you will get a very good package when you join them as a core member of the company. Right, now let's see some of the companies that hire. So for the last 2023 recruitment for RV College, what are all the recruiters? So Havells, okay, Lam Research, Airbus, Bosch, Boeing, Tata Advanced, Qualcomm, that is that company that develops the mobile chip, okay, Koch and Cisco. They are the companies. Cisco is the company who develops Wi-Fi and a lot of different internet related parts, okay, telecommunication related components are developed by Cisco. So here are some of the companies. Even Hewlett and Packard, that is HP, that develops laptops. So they are all hiring electrical and electronics engineer, and this data is from your RV College. Now let's look into some of the public sector units, that is semi-government units, which are partly owned by government. So here are some of the companies: Indian Oil, okay, Bharat Petroleum. So they all recruit for electrical and electronics engineer. BSNL, DRDO I already mentioned, NTPC, National Power Transmission, then we have BARC, okay, Bhabha Atomic Research Company Center, ISRO, obviously ISRO, then BEL, okay. So there are the major companies that hire electrical and electronics engineer. Apart from them, Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum, we have this also, Power Grid, HP, ONGC, they also hire electrical and electronics engineer, right? Now top colleges, let's see some of the top colleges that offer this course and what is the expected cutoff. So let's see the top colleges. Obviously RV College of Engineering is the highest ranked college in Karnataka, and their cutoff is very decent, 42,202 for general merit, okay. MS Ramaiah 13,087, PES Ring Road campus, then again 10,345, BMS College of Engineering 12,800, Sri Jayaramachandra College of Engineering 20,130, University of Visvesvaraya College of Engineering Bangalore Public University, they had around 25,360. Siddhaganga Institute of Technology Tumkur, they had 27,949. So if you see that even if your rank is not very high, you can still get a college with your rank in electrical and electronics engineering, especially college like RV, right? So if you don't run for CS, if you choose EEE, then you might get a good college very easily, right? So this is the one of the benefit of choosing electrical and electronics engineering. Now what are the challenges? So challenges, let's see the challenges. That rapid technological advancement is required, right? Complex problem solving, you have to have the brain inside your head so that you can do the problem solving. That is not related to your KCET or JEE level problem solving. This is a real life problem solving. Okay, so you will learn about it once you are doing the study. Okay, competitive job market is very competitive. Okay, so these are one of the challenges, because not many companies hire core electrical and electronics graduates, but if you are good, then definitely you will get a very good job in this field, right? There is nothing in between like IT. Okay, but here either you will have to be super good or you have to be below average. So average students generally don't get that much attention over here. Now what is the rewards? The salary package is very good compared to some of the other branches. Now diverse career paths, so you can choose based on your choice, based on your interest, which path you want to take, whether you want to become only electrical engineer or you want to become electronics engineer, you want to develop some chips, or you want to go to some power station work for them. So these are the main parts that is very important, right? Now global opportunities are there, and here are the two persons who are first of the electrical engineers. I am giving you the names: William Edward Ariaton and John Bardeen. You can go and Google about them and you can search more about their success stories. I am not going to discuss in this video. This video is already super long. So but these are the famous persons in electronics and electrical engineering field, right? And if you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. I'll be back with a more video very soon. Till then, bye.